Welcome back to BodyFix Golf with me, Russ Jones, and today we're bringing the gym ball into play. It's all about the core and how this segment of the body needs to be strong to give the lower back support and make sure our golf swing doesn't cause us any injury. It's all about swinging hard, staying healthy. So exercise 1, we're going to look at the dreaded plank. Not everyone's favorite, but I'm going to give you some variations, cater for all levels, show you where to start in as an entry level, and then gradually ramp it up if you want a little bit more intensity. We're also going to focus more with our core area that its main role is to help stabilize. We're not looking for too much movement. So I'm not going to give you any crunches today. We're going to hit the abs, but in a different way. First exercise, rolling the ball. So on my knees, which makes the exercise a bit easier, shortens the lever. So I've only got to go from knee to elbow. I'm gently going to roll the ball forwards like so, as I follow with my hips, pause, and just come back in. Now you may have seen that done with the traditional ab wheel where you roll out, which is all well and good, but I find that's a little bit too intense as an entry level exercise. Can put extra stress. Remember, if our core isn't ready, lower back's going to then struggle, and it could end up a little bit painful, which we always want to avoid. So as I roll, I like to feel or imagine I've got a belt or a tie from my belt line to the ball, and my hips follow the ball. What it shouldn't look like, if you check yourself in the mirror, that you just roll the ball and stick your bum in the air. Now that's fine if we're going to go for a stretch for our lats and I want to use the ball to increase that stretch. But remember, we want to target the abs. So I'm going to follow as the weight comes forwards on my knees, pause, and then come back. You'll also notice I lifted the feet as I went there. I find that helps with the flow of the exercise. Get in position and come back. Now give that a whirl, try and build that up 10 to 15 repetitions, see how that's feeling. If you think that's good to go, Russ, give me something a little bit harder, let's go for a plank on the ball. So I get my forearms up in place, I take one foot back and then other foot in play, and then try and focus my eyes just past the ball and hold that position. Like with any plank, it's just a matter of time. I'm looking to stay nice and still and hold that. Now obviously the ball is unstable, whereas planet Earth is moving, but not as much. So you're going to be working the shoulders a lot more. So if you are weaker in the shoulders, bear that in mind. Don't try and do this the same time you've been doing planks on the floor. If you find that one's okay and you want more challenge, let's try and increase the movement in the ball whilst maintaining the stability through the core, which is going to look like this. Up into position, and then I just draw little circles with my arms. Go circles the other way. I could do tiny rollouts back and forth, like so. Or I could just try and write my name or write numbers. That's one that I like for progression, is if I write the alphabet or numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, so on and so forth, I can monitor my progression with what number or letter I get to. Next, we're going to look at the posture muscles. So I'm going to get over the ball, hands on the floor, and I'm going to lift those knees off like so. Now, just get your bearings, get your sea legs as it were, make sure you're in control. Now we're going to use everything behind us to lift off and hold. Now to start off with, I personally find this is actually more comfortable than doing it on the floor because it's a soft surface under our belly. But I'm just going to hold that, build up time, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds. Dependent on your floor, if you're at home or you've got socks on, you find something slipping, just do it against the wall or against a firm surface that you can anchor your feet in. Tougher than that would actually be to flutter. So if I come in position, one that I like to do is gently flutter the arms up and down. That just exaggerates the stress needed for all those muscles behind us. Going to help us keep good posture throughout the golf swing and support the vertebrae by packing in muscle around it, like so. And I can do that in 3-hand positions. Thumbs up, thumbs down. And again, like a plank, I'm just going to build up my tolerance with that and just build up my time. Okay, last exercise we're going to show you, we're going to walk out and lie down on the ball and try to rotate. So much higher skill level involved in this one. Firstly, let's just get accustomed to what that position feels like and make sure we've got our bearings and got our balance. So I just literally walk forwards with my feet as I start to lie down, and then I should end up in this position where my head, my shoulders and my neck are supported by the ball. There's no stress. I can also feel the floors there in case I get a bit panicky. From there, I'm going to lift my hips. In my mind, I'm trying to create a straight line from my ear to my knee. I just hold that position. You'll feel your buttocks working as well. Now, I want you to imagine you're holding another Swiss ball in between your hands up here. The exercise, I'm going to try to rotate this airborne imaginary Swiss ball to the right whilst rolling the ball I'm lying on to the left. It looks like this. And then I come back again. Now I like to do the same way, 3 to 5 repetitions in a row, where I'm now using muscles outwith of my initial core, i.e. glutes, thighs, shoulder muscles, to get that feeling. See how I roll the ball, I end up with the ball under the shoulder, and I come back. Where I see people go wrong with that exercise is they try and actually just roll to the right, not move the ball, and you actually fall off the ball. So make sure you get used to rolling the ball. So if I go the other way to show you, I now roll the ball, I end up with my shoulder on the center of the ball and roll back in. To finish, you can either walk back in, or if you want to, you can just bring yourself down to a seated position. There you go, guys. 3 exercise variations using your gym ball to target your core to help protect the lower back so we can go play lots of golf. Remember to build the reps up, focus more on technique to start off with, then gradually challenge yourself with more repetitions. We'll see you next time. Swing hard, stay healthy.